Hey, summer's finally here. Up here in Minnesota anyway. It's been cold and slow in coming. But it's mowing season. If you live up here, you probably mowed 6 times maybe so far this year. And maybe you realize, boy, I'd like a new garden tractor. So you're out looking at new. Your budget's $2,500 to $3,000. My question is, for that kind of money, should you consider maybe a 20-year-old John Deere? You probably see my bias right here. The answer is yes, and I'll show you why. Well, we'll take a look at mine and see what you think. Okay, this is my 1988 John Deere 332. I purposely did not wash it to keep it looking like an old tractor, I guess. Normal wear and tear for 20 years old, to say the least. You're going to have some scrapes on the side, some paint missing along the foot rails there, chips, scratches. Everything does work. I just put a new battery in it this year, and so there we go. This is the condition of my 20-year-old tractor. You could expect to pay about $3,000 for this model in this condition, and hours wise, that's a good way to tell how much use these tractors have had. My tractor has, let's see, can we read that? 736 hours on it. That's engine time. So idling, mowing, snow blowing. I'm gonna do some tearing apart here so we can get a good look at some of the reasons the John Deeres of this era and ilk are worth so much money. That's 1,000 pounds. It's a bunch of weight. Why so heavy? First off, look at this frame. C-channel, like you have on a truck. About 9¼ inches tall. You think about a frame, steel, the further apart they are, the longer the stretch, the weaker it's going to get. So imagine these two frame rails, bigger than a pickup truck, your average pickup truck. They're only about 8 inches apart. They're about 6 feet long, over 9 inches tall. This is serious stuff. You're not going to be bending or tweaking this anytime soon. 300 pounds of this weight is Yanmar diesel. 3-cylinder, liquid cooled, indirect injection, 16 horsepower. You might say 16 horsepower. Well, let me tell you, she's got snort. Here we have the fuel filter. You got the fuel injection system there for the diesel. A lot of weight here and a lot of torque. When you put a load to it, it really twists the engine over, and you need heavy duty motor mounts to keep the metal from touching. This one's getting a little weak here. Something I'll be replacing maybe next year. 20 amp charging system. Plenty for lights and a few accessories if you'd like. 2 brake pedals because it has independent rear brakes. If you want to turn tight, or if you are stuck, you can apply one brake to send the power to the other wheel to get you out. That separates them if you want them together. There you go, lock them over. Something you see on your standard agriculture tractor. Here you see true hydraulic power steering. And the front spindles are replaceable. Actually the front spindle bushings I'm talking about. And greasable. You can grease a lot on these tractors. They're not that cheap, sealed for life stuff. Heavy duty front axle here. I don't know if you can see through there, but the front axle is designed to carry a lot of weight because they make front end loaders for these tractors. Yeah, you can put a 5-foot wide bucket, lift it about 7 feet in the air, haul a lot of dirt, and it's got to be tough to handle that. Not to mention all the hydraulics and everything you need to accomplish that. Something you won't find on your standard $3,000 tractor, that's for sure. Not even close. Okay, I don't know if you can see in here, but probably tough. This is your shaft drive running underneath the tractor there. Back to the transmission. It's a Sundstrand transmission. A heavy duty differential. It's actually made by Tecumseh. You've probably heard of Tecumseh engines. Well, they're big on differentials, gearboxes and stuff, industrial. And here is a rock shaft, they call it. This is hydraulically controlled. I would mount my 3-point hitch back here to this. This is what I'm talking about right here. And there's a lot of equipment that is used on 3-point hitches. Again, that's all controlled by these hydraulic levers. 2 sets of hydraulics there. Okay, I have put the body back on, the engine guards back on, shut the hood here. There we go. A complete tractor once again. I have already checked the oil and it's full, good to go. Here's the throttle. I'm going to bring it up a little bit. Make sure the brakes are engaged. They are. Here's the lock for it. I'm going to turn the key and you'll see the glow plug light come on. When that light goes off, there we go. I'm going to let it run a couple minutes to warm up, and I'll be right back. Okay, a couple things I forgot to mention about the tractor. Number one, the lift is hydraulic, of course. And there's a PTO available, rear PTO, so you can hook up tillers and whatnot that are shaft driven. Very heavy duty and very easy to hook and unhook. A couple things with the diesel: you should always warm it up for a couple minutes before you go out and work it, which I already have. It's ran for about 5 minutes here. And you should always cool it down. Again, run it about 2 minutes, dissipate some heat before you shut it off. I was going to be clever and go out and mow lawn and say, well, see, I'm going to go mow lawn now, but it's raining. I'm going to go ride it in the rain anyway. I'll see you later.